The Bookmobile program has been designed to sort of reach members of the community who aren't as able to get to the physical branch. So basically, we're trying to just extend the library's outreach.
The Pollard Memorial Library doesn't actually have any branches, and for a city the size of Lowell, that's really unusual. So they received the Bookmobile through a grant, and what we're trying to do with the Bookmobile is to go out to different organizations and different population groups that have a hard time getting to the library. Maybe it's mobility challenges, maybe it's just the parking. You know, it's hard to get parking sometimes down there. So, and we're trying to bring library services out to more people.
So Bookmobile, like the library, is completely free for all Lowell residents. You just need to provide proof of an address, not necessarily an ID, but a piece of mail with your name on it. The schedule for the spring is still being developed at the moment. We visit the senior center twice a month on Thursdays. It's every other Thursday. We are also stopping in at an ESL class at the International Institute of New England over at on Jackson Street. We kind of supplement their reading materials for people who are learning English. And we also do something similar for the Latinx Community Center.
If you want to have the Bookmobile at one of your events, or if you want to have the Bookmobile come out to your location on a regular basis, you can go to the website, and we have a form there. You fill out your information, you tell us about the people that will be being served, whether it's kids or, it could be also people who are in a nursing home, what their reading preferences are, what you're looking for. Like, do you want programming? Do you just want books? Do you want us signing people up for library cards? Or do you just want people to have access to electronic resources? So there would be, there's a separate type of card for that. And then we'll come to you. We have a little discussion. We talk about what you need. And then you can either go on a regular schedule, or if it's an event, it's more of a one-off. We're planning a bunch of stuff for Kids Week coming up.
Some of the resources libraries have that people aren't aware of is like our electronic stuff. So like Libby, which is like for audiobooks and e-readers. Basically it's like Amazon's Audible. Maybe you might have to wait a little bit for a new book, but it's free with your library card. I think it's really cool and a great way to consume books. There's another app called Hoopla, which is like a streaming service for videos and movies. That's really cool. A lot of comics on there as well. There's also one we just got, Comics Plus, which is comic-centric, but it's more indie titles. So you'll get like Dark Horse and Image there. For like the big two, you'll find those on Hoopla.
We have some materials in other languages. We have materials for people who are learning English. We have materials, maybe you don't read English, but you want to listen to a book or you want to watch a movie. We have all kinds of different things for different people. Or like if you are in school and you need resources for a project, we have electronic resources online that you can access from home. The other thing we do have is we have information. So like if you do need books in Braille, we can connect you with Perkins, who has all of that type of material. And there's other examples, like we're putting together more services for or information for veterans so that they can access services more easily.
Actually, two of the stops we've done recently, one was at the International Institute of New England, where we were at their ESOL class, where some of the folks had just been in the country less than a couple of weeks and spoke little or no English at all. And so we bring resources to them that can help supplement their class and help them teach these folks how to speak English and communicate better so that they can get jobs and get going on their new life here.
I think the most exciting thing about the Bookmobile is the opportunity to introduce people who maybe haven't accessed the library before to our different services.
I really can't wait for the spring and summer. I think just being out and like being at the parks and like out on nice days and just like, stopping in neighborhoods. I think it's gonna be really a lot of fun, not just for me, but like to interact with people and hopefully host some events, have fun. Really have fun. I think that's the big thing for me with the Bookmobile is like, this should be a fun opportunity.
I've wanted to work in a library since I was a little kid, so now I get to bring that to people. And the most exciting part of that, I think, is twofold. One is helping people who might not be able to get to the library, take advantage of the resources, the physical books, and also I'm looking forward to introducing people who might not have been to a library yet, younger people, kids, and introducing them to the library experience so they can, have the same type of experience I had when I was a kid.
I've worked a lot of jobs where it's kind of like you're just like a worker ant, and I don't feel that way at libraries. I think you're actually doing a service for the community. Yeah, I think once I learned that, it got in my head that like coming back home and doing it in Lowell was like perfect dream job for me. So really glad to be here.
I mean, there's all kinds of reasons that people need information. Maybe there's someone in your family who just got diagnosed with something and you don't know what it is. Maybe, you're a kid working on a school project. Maybe, you just want to watch a movie and you don't want to pay $25 to do so. There's all kinds of things that we have at the library, and it's basically all free. So, it's a great opportunity for people to have access to information, but also just fun, relaxing stuff. And museum passes. So we do have information on our webpage, and we're looking into adding to that as time goes by. We also have a Bookmobile Instagram account, which you can also find on the webpage. And we have pictures, we have information about the team and stuff like that. So and we'll just keep adding over time. And if you have a question, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're happy to answer questions. And if it's something that we see that a lot of the community wants, we're happy to add, information to the webpage.
Well, it's lowelllibrary.org, and there's 3 L's in there. People forget the third L sometimes. And then Bookmobile at lowelllibrary.org. If they want to drop us an email, they can get in touch with us directly that way. Or just drop by and see us.